Sometimes I record videos and I feel that they get very pointless and they don't really, lead to anything useful, and it bothers me a lot. So welcome to day 156 of my 365 series. I'm Glorporous and I think I'll know about playing Minecraft. Today, we're just gonna be decorating this entire area, and I feel like we have done a whole bunch. We have this little tree here, which honestly speaking I should add some more, which I will eventually. I'll add some over here, and I'll probably bone meal the entire area just to make it a little bit more lush, a little bit more dense and alive. So I just want to talk about how I've been feeling exactly. First of all, what do you have? These... Oh, I mean, I don't know, this isn't that worth it though. Like, why would I... No, I'm gonna spare you because I don't want to kill you, but those are not good traits. Anyway, let's find some bone meal, and in the meantime I want to talk about how I've been feeling about these past few days and how I just feel about my channel as a whole. First of all, sometimes it just feels kind of useless to do this. Like, it's difficult to explain, but essentially there comes a point in time where I just... How do I explain this? It's like you do things for yourself, and just in the middle of it, why are you guys just right outside my house? Why are you guys so fast? Oh my days. Okay, off to a great start, aren't we? Yep, let's just... okay, I'm tired of you guys. Come on, I need to get this video done, please. Thank you. Alright. Okay, anyway, as I was saying, I don't know. Sometimes, like, not a lot of people watch these videos, and I know that there's a certain grind that you have to do in order to get a lot of views, a lot of people to, start enjoying and whatever. And sometimes, like, I put myself out there and I feel like I don't really get anything out of it. Sometimes this just ends up being a waste of my time, and I'm really scared that's the case. But I think I sort of feel this way because I've been in a sort of bad situation. Now, how exactly have I been in a bad situation? This is a lot of bone meal. Hold on a second. Let's see how this looks. I mean, it looks a lot more dense, I'll tell you that, but I think we do need some more trees for sure. We might need to add some boulders, and that would be a pretty cool addition. So, looking forward to that. But, I mean, check it out. It's a lot more dense. It looks like if you just leave the grass to grow for a long time, it's gonna end up looking like that, which is, it's fine. Let's just maybe add some more here. I've never used this area before. Like, honestly, I really need to do more things here, but it's fine. Anyway, the reason I might be feeling this way is because I've sort of been attacked, emotionally, and my identity has been attacked specifically. I was on the way home with my mom, and she told me again. This was just another thing to add upon. This is new. I recall her mentioning that, how do you say this? Like, she keeps mentioning all of these different layers of, like, oh, you wanna get into a good university, you don't only need good grades, you also need to get this, and yada yada yada. And eventually you just sort of reach a point where, like, why am I doing this to begin with? Why am I studying? Like, I put all of my effort towards this one special thing that I found to be, like, okay, and like I could do well, but you're telling me there's more, and specifically in something that I'm not that capable in. Like, you're telling me that my personality matters to get into a good university as well. See, that's what terrifies me a lot, okay? And the thought of it's scary. And I really wish that I could just, you know, I'll try to get this through, like try to make this as understandable for you guys, but essentially, I had a convo with my mom, and I told her about my plan to record every single thing that I do for the next holiday, because summer holidays are coming up. And instead of being supportive, she just told me like, oh, don't just speak. And when I heard those words, I felt violated, I guess. Not like, how do I explain this? It felt like I was being belittled, and I know there is some truth to what she says. I can't just speak and say things and then never let them happen. Like, I suppose a lot of people do that. A lot of pathological liars like to promise something and then end up never delivering. I don't want to be like that. I do want to deliver. It's just that in a time where I am really in need of emotional support, she instead decides to go with a very cold, very straight to the point answer, rather than saying like, oh, okay, sure, like, how can I help or whatever. Like, it feels sort of frustrating when that happens. So yeah, that's that. Anyway, where's my scaffolding? I swear I had, oh, it's right here. I'm blind. That's pretty much why I've been feeling sort of down these past few days. It's just a matter of realizing that some of the efforts I've made along this entire journey may not even be enough. You might still need to go into a couple organizations, do a whole bunch of activities during the summer, and that's what I plan on doing. But again, I feel sort of devalued just like hearing that, because back then in my childhood, I was told like, oh, grades are really important, and like you should work towards them and make sure that you're, getting as good grades as you possibly can. But now, just hearing those words, hearing that your personality also matters, that it's not just the grades that you get in school for you to get into a university and for you to get a stable career and whatever. It feels overwhelming, and it makes all of the things that I do, maybe let's say like I'm doing something for fun, doing something out of recreation, like maybe I'm hanging out with my friends. Sometimes I'll feel like, oh, this is pointless, this is a waste of my time. I could be spending my time doing much more productive things, and it ends up making me feel like I'm never like actively enjoying anything. I'm never actively enjoying my life. And I know this is a lot of complaining that I'm doing, but here's the thing. I learned something in yesterday's video, and I'm also sort of trying to, how do I say this? Get through this, also like mentally and like even after yesterday's video. But basically, this is bound to happen, and the best thing for me to do is to be able to just get through it. The actions, they don't happen by themselves, and in the end, she is right. Not necessarily in like, how do I say this? I'm not giving up, just succumbing to what she's saying. Like, there is some truth to it, and I do understand it. And I will be working towards all of the goals that I have in mind. So that's that, that's just how life is. So let's just build this tree. Do I have any more oak? Yes, I do. We are running out of azalea. We're gonna need to get some more azalea. Oh, ooh. Actually, we might need to chop some out, chop some of this down. And this tree looks a little bit flat on this area here, so I need to like just maybe remove these to make this area. Actually, no. Jeez, this is so difficult. And I also, as per usual, I'm sleep deprived. I'm recording this yet again on another morning, a few hours before I release this video, and I'm not procrastinating or anything. I sort of passed out yesterday, so that's that. It's just, that's the way it is. But in the end, I don't think it would be suitable for me to call this channel pointless. I think, actually speaking, there is very much so point in all of this. There's a reason for me to keep going. There's a reason for me to explore all of the thoughts that I feel, explore all of the ideas that I have, because in the end, I am my own person, and I get to live the life that I want. This is agency. Doing things for myself. Things don't have to be productive for me to feel safe enough to do them. I think I should just be able to, do things whenever I want to. And I think that's a very nice way to sort of evaluate all of this. So let's just go ahead and see how this tree looks. I mean, this one looks better. I like this shape. It looks like a pear, but this one is very short. But I think it's fine. Surely this is like not a big deal, right? Like I said, this is my own world. I get to do it however I want to. And I think maybe adding a few more trees along this area just to make it feel a lot more closed in would make it look nice. But anyway, this looks weird. Hold on just a second. I mean, it's small. That one's small on purpose. But now, if we just try to look from afar, I mean, check it out. Like, we have some trees over here, and they're nicely, like, this is dark, this is oak, and then we have azalea all the way up here. This is sort of, too little azalea, but it's fine. I think we're reaching a pretty nice, like, sort of environment with this, and I'm really glad that after some time I've managed to build something that's nice. Now I'm not entirely sure where I should begin building, but point is, I'm just gonna keep going and I'm gonna keep on building. So thank you guys so much for watching. Sorry if I might have sounded a little bit not so articulate, which is completely fair. I'm sleep deprived and whatever. But thanks, and I'll be seeing you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.